complimentary advice, free advice, and set you on the right path to financial freedom. So I think, unfortunately, there's a lot of mistrust in our community around some of these institutions, and probably rightfully so. A lot of institutions have let black folks down throughout the years. And I think that is another big barrier, and Stacy could probably talk more eloquently about that, because I've seen you do it.
I do want to talk more about that. How'd you guess?
I said to teach you.
You did tee me up. Our community has an interesting history that has led us to have an understandable mistrust of the financial services industry, but, D-Free, Pastor Stories, we're all about, transcending our own fears and doing what's right for us. The black economy started with something called the Freedmen's Bank. President Lincoln realized when he emancipated the slaves that, these people have been enslaved. I've given them a little bit of money. They've never worked with money. I have to give them somewhere to grow it and put it. So he created the Freedmen's Bank, where newly freed slaves could learn money and grow about it. I wish everybody out there who lives in an underserved community, who says that the system is just rigged against them and they can't get ahead, would listen to this. Within 10 years after President Lincoln freed the slaves, those newly freed slaves amassed $60 million in those days' terms. Wow. $60 million. These are just freed slaves. They built hospitals, they built communities, they built all sorts of things and created the black economy. As soon as they started bringing in outside directors, and as soon as there was a big economic downturn, what happened? Their deposits were literally stolen from them. How many people out there know that Frederick Douglass was practically a millionaire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we wonder why history repeats itself. We don't know our own history. Frederick Douglass asked the FDIC the Congress to do what the FDIC does now. He said, can you at least insure our deposits up to 65%? Can they get some of that money back? Congress said yes, but they didn't do it. They used that money to build the Treasury Annex building in Washington, D.C., which is why when Jacob Lew was Treasury Secretary, he renamed it the Freedmen's Bank. That $60 million would have been about $8 trillion in the black community today. The Great Migration, when you had 5 million blacks move north, largely due to fear of lynching. I did a project with the Equal Justice Institute on this. They walked away from land value that's now the green belt. That would have been a lot of money in our community. You had Dr. King being killed just before he was about to take on economic rights, predatory lending. It's no wonder we don't trust the financial services industry. But despite all of those setbacks, black households in the United States earning $200,000 or more are the fastest growing income group in the country. Black women, the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs. So as Dr. Soys can tell you, we're not talking about money, it's a story of resilience. The story of black wealth in the United States is a story of resilience. We need to step into and center ourselves there. And the financial services industry is there to serve us. We are an economic force to be reckoned with.
Yes,
we
we
have
are.
to get our mindset around what we've created in the face of these odds is incredible. Yep. And companies like Prudential, the financial industry, they can just help us build on that wealth.